just here because, like I said, I do not have trust for anybody. I do not have trust for anyone, especially police. What happened 2 weeks ago, it was a total setup, total trap. Um, Somebody's trying to make a false crime, trying to make up a crime, so, whatever, and thinking I was gonna do whatever. Um, so, like I said, and what these other two cops, one white cop was in the cruiser, one black cop in the other cruiser, driving along, saying some shit to my face. I have it all down and documented. Like I said, people, um, I don't really trust cops at all. I really don't. Everybody wants me to gain trust. Everybody want me to gain faith and respect for law enforcement, and respect other things. This is how I really feel, and I'm going to be straight out. After cops lied to me, did some incriminating shit to me, and hurt me and everything. And after after one time that they did to me, and what they fucking really ruined my record for practically no reason. And it really sucks, not just for me, but there's people in this country that are getting fucking stupid citations, fucking retarded stupid shit. I mean, it's really getting out of control with these cops. They're just out there just to dig into everybody's fucking pocket. I mean, I'm looking and watching how I've been like reading up on stuff people putting on Facebook, YouTube, and it's really, really disgusting that we put a lot of trust into this law enforcement, and police commissioners are getting in trouble because of police misconduct. You got a police officer getting arrested for child pornography, and you got all these officers that are doing illegal shit, and FBI, the DEA, or CIA is getting involved, and just exposing these fucking cops, and now it's like everybody's getting investigated, things are just happening. And, this cop on instant, I know people are definitely involved in arrests and shit. And this is the reason why that, I'm not really trusting any law enforcement or any kind of fucking authorities because, one, we're American people, right? We the people. We're the people that are paying taxes. We're the people that are paying for stuff. And to have their fucking job. Like, we're the ones that are doing it. We're paying for their cruisers. We're paying for their fucking guns. We're paying for their ammo, their bulletproof vests. We're doing all that. And the thing that hurts me, good morning. And the thing that hurts me is what I've been through with these cops. Good morning. No questions, no nothing, just say hi, how are you? Yes. And I'm not getting personal with my life or anything, just, everybody wants hi, how are you, happy holidays. So that's kind of why I'm here today, because I'm very sick of law enforcement, and a lot of you American people out there, you guys are working hard, living check by check, doing a lot of shit. I mean, doing a lot, and especially dealing with a lot with this government where, who's being a president, who's being elected, who's going to run, and who doesn't get in. A lot of people are going to argue like, this person voted for Kamala Harris, the other person voted for Donald Trump. Now you got all these people that are pissed out that Kamala Harris didn't win, but now Donald Trump got in. And there's a lot of people out there that depend on this election to make this country stronger and better. I totally agree. We need a country that's better. We need a country that's stronger. And the other thing is too, what we need to worry about is each other. We need to worry about us. We need to worry about our country. We're worrying about other countries like Ukraine, with the war with Russia. Then you got the war in Syria, and now you got freaking Israel going on with Gaza and all these Jewish people and then Palestinian people. Everybody's fighting. And, we're throwing ammo over there, like tons of millions of dollars worth of product, drones, freaking helicopters, and, a whole bunch of stuff. And it's like, we need to worry about our American people. That's what we need to worry about. We need to worry about our American people. Stop this inflation. First of all, stop this inflation. Number one. Two, give people help, taxes on the taxes, or some kind of, like, I think Donald Trump's doing something with a stimulus check. It's gonna be helpful for Americans to get themselves back on their feet and getting things together. Um, the thing that I'm really hurtful about is seeing a lot of police misconduct happening all over this country. Um, Falsely arresting people about, I think there was a guy that was a blind guy. This was, I think, 2 or 3 years ago. Or 2 years ago, I think, or a year ago. I don't really know offhand. I don't know the date, but how a blind guy had his freaking blind stick, and he was closing it up and putting it in his back pocket, and then, matter of seconds, he gets arrested because the cop thought he had a gun. Now, how do you go and just think that this person had a weapon in his pocket? You go along, you ID this person, and he refuses because he knows he didn't do anything wrong. Now the lieutenant or sergeant put him in handcuffs. You're putting a blind man in prison because of his stick? Like, it's for him to navigate and to protect himself wherever he's walking. That's kind of telling him, you can't go here, you can't go there, but you can go here, that's safe, this is not safe. These cops arrested that person for no reason. Now he had to turn around and put a lawsuit, internal affairs, the whole works. Everything just went to shit with these cops. Then you got, a cop that called 911. I remember a black African-American male called 911 to get assistance, to get help, because it turned out somebody was threatening him on his property or something like that. And it turned out the person that was threatening this person took off, fled the scene, and the cop shot an innocent black male. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. There's no reason for a black male to get shot when he was the one that actually called the police. And that's what happened with me. I was the one that called the police, and look what happened. But I didn't get shot or killed. I actually got falsely arrested. It's a different story. But the thing I don't like, too, is about law enforcement, how they do excessive force on American people. A lot of cops do really incriminating things, plant drugs in people's cars, do traffic stops just so they could do illegal searches on vehicles. It's really fucking disturbing. And we're paying these cops to do their job. And they're doing a lot of stuff. There's like a couple people I follow that are lawyers. They expose these cops, they get caught on camera. I mean, this is amazing. How, this is why I love having a camera and proving things, because if I would have had a camera at the time when things happened to me, things would have been over and done with. These 3 officers would have been fired and terminated. No suspension or nothing. It would have been incriminated for their actions, and then I would have had a lawsuit. This is why I'm doing it. That's why freedom of speech is the best thing to do, and cops just don't like the fucking stupid shit, but that's not my problem. It really was such what I had to go through, and I knew for a fact that there was hate against me. People did not like me. Good morning, everybody. Anybody else gonna come in and say hi? Guess not. Probably going to church. Yeah, and it's really, really sucky that I've been through a lot myself, and nothing was done, nothing was handled. And, hearing an actual car insurance agency, being respectful and telling me something, possibly that could be on my record because of, these cops, they want to do things hidingly. They don't want me to know that they're doing something against me, knowing I know what they're doing. Just like, 2 weeks ago, I definitely knew these two, one white cop and one black cop. I knew they were up to no good. They just didn't like that I was out there doing my job, doing respectfully, free of life, allowed to do what I gotta do. Like I said, I don't have no respect for Blue Line. I don't have no respect for law enforcement. I don't. The trust is gone. You cannot, when somebody loses trust, the trust is gone. Just like if somebody out there has a trust issue, there's no fucking way you're going to gain that trust back. The only way you're going to gain it is by gaining it and knowing the truth out of these people. That's the problem. The whole time I did these lives, is all true. Being sexually assaulted between 15 and 16 and raped at 17, that's all fucking true news. Everything that happened to me was true. Getting abused, nothing was done, nothing was handled. Nobody got charged for endangering the welfare of a child or child abuse. Nothing was fucking done. Cops didn't do their job. They didn't investigate better when they should have got at least a arrest warrant, search warrant, or some kind of probable cause to make sure that kids are not being abused. Things should have been fucking handled better. And I'm tired of, there's a lot of kids out there that went through a lot of abuse, like me. There's a lot of people out there like me that dealt with it, and these fucking parents got away with it. Today's world, you can't do that. You abuse your child gets taken away. If DYFS or fucking police departments have proof, they will fucking arrest you, and they'll investigate to make sure that these kids are not getting abused. Back in the day, it should have been like today, where you abuse kids, there's bruises or anything like that, the kid gets taken away and brought into a foster care. That's what things should have been fucking handled. This is why I'm kind of angry, because it really sucks that there's kids out there. There is some kids out there in this world that are dealing with it. And it's very, very wrong, and I was one of them. And nobody gave a shit. The only thing that gave a shit was the place I went to school at. They really gave a shit. But because nobody had enough evidence, they can't do nothing. It really upsets me what I've been through. Nobody gives a fuck what I've been through. And now I'm doing the right thing and doing the good thing, like I've been doing a good thing. I'm allowed to talk to friends, guys, people. I'm allowed to. I love to have friends. I had friends, and when it comes to people growing up, everybody goes their separate way. I like to have friends. I want to have friends. Friends are cool. You know what I mean? Go to a bar, grab something to eat and drink. You know what I mean? Do adult things and stay out of fucking trouble. Like, I've always been staying out of trouble. I've always been staying out of trouble. I just don't like that. I remember one time I did go somewhere. To go enjoy my time and do something that was actually pretty cool that I haven't done in years. And, somebody was trying to set me up on seeing if I was going to do something bad or get into trouble. And the funny thing is, these people, they thought they were going to trap me. They thought they were going to fucking bait me. They thought they were going to do something to me. And you know what? It never worked, because I'm not that person that just goes and does that type of shit. When I know people are trying to push it so hard to think that I'm just going to fall for bait, or I'm going to fall for a fish or clams or scallops or bait, it does not work that way. I'm not a fucking lobster or some kind of fucking bullshit thing that will just go after the bait. It don't work like that. I'm not a person that goes for a bait car or shark bait or whatever the fuck you call it. I went there to go do my business, get what I needed to win my prize, and go on my very way. That was it. No. Somebody had to sit out there with bulletproof vests, sitting out in the parking lot, and waiting on somebody to do something to me, so then I get into trouble and I get arrested for something. Load of shit. People gotta realize something. People don't like that I changed. And I changed for the good. I changed for the good. Just like I told the truth about people, now people want to say the truth about me. What kind of person I am, what did I do, and all this stuff. Listen to me. People change for the good. There's a lot of people out there that commit crimes, and they still do it. They still go. They do the same thing over and over, and they go to jail. They get locked up for 2-3 hours, and then they're back on the street. The next time, they might not be so lucky. They might be done and over with, and they can't come back out again. Okay? Now, me doing my thing is not illegal. My thing is like talking to people, getting to know people, and wanting to have friends. It's not against the law to have friends. It's not. That's what I want. My thing I don't agree with is how these cops don't like that I'm doing my freedom of speech, I'm doing my freedom of press, I'm doing my fucking real shit, and exposing them because of what they did. They did incriminating things. Now, because I put out the fucking truth. I put out the fucking truth about the real deal on what these incriminating fucking corruptible township cops are. Now they're like, oh, you know what? We need to get him off the street. We're going to do all this. We're going to get him off. We're going to arrest him. Any little thing we can get him stuck in and we'll get him arrested. Well, I'm going to tell you something. I just exposed all the Horvats. I exposed them all. I'm going to keep exposing them. What? They got their investigation done now? All they got to worry about is getting the warrant and then arresting me? Get the county to do it? The township to do it? Or are they getting paid? Paying people to do it? We don't know anymore. These cops could probably get paid by people to do their job. Illegally, bribing, like a bribe. You bribe a cop, hey, I'll pay you $30,000, I want you to do this to this guy, I want you to do this to that guy. You don't know what the fuck people do. They don't care. This is why I don't care for cops. This is why I don't care for the fucking blue line. It really sickens me that all I've been was a good person through life. Never did anybody nothing, and never harmed anybody, never put anybody to any threat, and never put anybody in that type of decency of being harmed. That's not me. What have I been through? I was harmed. I was physically abused, mentally abused. I was put through a lot of shit psychologically and emotionally. I've been through a lot of shit. Growing up after so long, growing up, going through your puberty, going through your times, then getting sexually assaulted twice, possibly even 3 times. It's kind of hard to say. Because one person just kept forcing me to do things too, and it's like, you know, I don't know how to even say things, and I kind of wanted to tell her mother, because every time I kept hanging out with this person, she just kept going and going and going. It's just horrible. And then, you know, getting raped at 17 by this girl, and, you know, doing my own investigation and looking into it, that her bed frame is the same bed frame that she raped me with. And then on top of it, she's fucking single. She's fucking single. Why would somebody be single? Is men experiencing the same thing? Maybe these men are being uncomfortable. Knowing me, I was never that person to do that serious type stuff. Like, I think like 50 Shades of Grey. I'm not that type of person that does that type of stuff. I like to morely relax, spend time, watch movies, just be a laid-back person. That's not a crime. It's not against the law. Just don't like that his cop had it in for me. Jeff Horvat is a detective. Scott Horvat is a police officer, patrolman. Michael Horvat is a lieutenant. I'm going to keep saying it because I don't give a fuck for anybody. Everybody expects me to trust them. Everybody expects me to trust them, put faith in these officers, put respect for protecting and serving, but they're also violating people's rights. They're doing some fucked up shit out there. And there's more people than me out there. You got Jersey Watcher, you got all these other people out there that are like legitly, you know, out there doing things up. They're out there doing their job. There's people out there doing their job every day better than me. I'm just doing my job. I'm telling the truth. I told the truth when I was a young kid, told the truth when I was a teenager, and all I've been doing was telling the truth since. And you know what that got me? Abused. Abused. Physically, psychologically, emotionally, and mentally. Fucked. People don't get that. You know what happens when you get abused and you go through a lot of arguing and fighting and anger? You know what usually happens? After so many years dealing with that, your brain is like a core and it burns the fuck up. And the more it burns, the more you don't have anything to think. Just like me. You know what would have been nice? I don't even really care about having friends in school. It would have been nice just to have a nice woman, a girl to be with, go to homecoming, go to prom, life, and have my high school sweetheart going through college together, and things would have been perfect. And then someone forcing me as well to get them pregnant as well, and yeah, lied to my face about that. But also someone else accusing me about rape too. That's disgusting too. That was very disgusting too. You know, having somebody accusing me of raping his girl. Never happened. She accused me, saying she was going to call the cops, going to call the police, so on and so forth. And she just apologized the next day. I'm so sorry. I didn't call the cops. You're okay. I did not say you raped me. I'm sorry. I took it the wrong way. Blah blah blah. This girl made up such a false claim on me, saying I did something when it never occurred, because I'm not the person to do that. And she was the same age as me. Short, very short girl. But me, I never did that type of shit to anybody. I never took advantage of anybody. I never am that person. I'm the total opposite than other people. And watching TV shows when things happen like that, you know, certain TV shows that are police type shit, and you know what's right and what's wrong. Now, when it really sucks for me, that I should have been taught better what was right and what was wrong. Things should have been better parenting. Things should have been a lot more occurrence when it comes to your children. You need to make sure you discipline them. You teach them what's right and what's wrong. So if they do wrong, they know not to do it, just like the dogs. You make sure they don't piss and shit in your house. Same thing, right? Cats, you want to make sure they pee in their litter box. Same thing, right? You want to train them. Kids are the same way. You got to show them what you can and cannot do. When it came to my kids, came to my child, or anybody else's kid that I was involved with, I like to make sure their kid, like if it wasn't my child but it was someone else's kid, I'm the type of person where I understand it's not my child, but I was there for that child, meaning I want to make sure that person, him or her, went down good road, no arguing, no fighting, just go to school, get your grades, get your diploma, do your thing, stay out of trouble. You get into trouble, then things got to be removed. Kids all got to get disciplined, just like me. I got disciplined mainly, I would say 90% of it, I got disciplined for shit. All because someone disagreed. That's all it was. It was all disagreement. And they didn't get it their way. But then things got stronger, somebody started trusting somebody, things got good, and then someone came along and ruined it. Now, I don't like that people are trying to teach me to do bad things too. I knew that. I saw it, and that's why I pulled away, because I'm not... When you know a parent is teaching you to do bad things, you don't want to follow that. You want to go follow your path, meaning do the right thing. That's what I did. No. Trying to teach me to like... Someone was trying to teach me to like underage girls. That wasn't going to work. That wasn't going to work, because I'm not up for that shit. I want people that are my dating, my age. And then also stealing. That's just not me. That's not who I am. I don't ever steal. Throughout my whole life growing up, I never stole anything. I always ask, hey, is it okay if I have this? Hey, is it okay if I borrow this? Or can I give you something for collateral and then I'll bring it right back? I would say maybe 2 or 3 days. That's what kind of person I am. People think, they look at me, they're like, oh, this person's trouble, this person's bad, this person's going to say shit, he's going to run his mouth, blah, blah. Listen to me. The only way I run my mouth is when you run your mouth. You run your fucking mouth, you're going to get it. You're going to get it. Just like someone ran their mouth at me, kept harassing me and stuff, she's no longer here. This woman's dead. Person kept bothering me, stalking me, harassing me somewhere, and you know what happened the next day? She just passed away. Karma hits, karma pulls. God or the devil pulls the ticket. That's what happens. People just don't like I do my videos. People don't like that I was telling the truth. And all I did was ID an officer and, oh, if you keep doing this, you keep doing the videos, you're going to get arrested. So you're kind of telling me what I can't do. You're blackmailing me. That's practically what it is. You're blackmailing me. Because you don't like when people tell the truth. Now when I start bringing things up, doing this, oh, you're going to get yourself arrested, you're going to get in trouble, you keep doing this, you're going to get yourself in a lot of shit, you're not going to have a job. Are you trying to like fucking frame me? Are you trying to blackmail me? What are you trying to say? If I'm doing legal things, it's not against the law. Now, if I walked into a store and stole some candy and didn't pay for it, that's considered theft, right? Yes. Now, when I'm doing legal activity, that's for our U.S. Constitution, it's not against the law. That's a government thing. These cops have to obey that. That's a government law that they have to go obey. If I ask them for their badge number and their name, they gotta listen. That's it. You know, identify themselves. That's why I got exposed. These cops, they have to require by a policy, by the police department policy, they have to require to do the badge number and their name, regardless. Now, I don't like the fact that somebody was trying to blackmail me. That's the one thing I don't like. People trying to blackmail me because they don't like that I'm telling the truth, honest truth, that this officer could have been doing things to other people who couldn't be. Now because cops are getting tired of my work and tired of me exposing him, so they're like, you know what? Now we're going to go after him. We're going to charge him. We're going to do things to him. And he's going to go to jail. He's going to get locked up and he's going to put in prison. That's what's going to happen. They just don't like now that I'm putting out the real truth about the real deal. That this cop could be, this cop and other cops out there that is friends with him is putting innocent people behind bars or charging people with crimes that they're not doing. This is why we need to stand up. We need these cops fired. When cops are assholes, when cops think that they're doing what they're doing and they're obeying the laws, and then when you ask for body cam, because this is another thing too, this is why I like my camera. This is why I will never get rid of my camera, because of me requesting any body cam footage, knowing it's a public record. They deny you. That means that they did something wrong. That means they don't want you catching the lies. They can get fired. Just like those officers where I got arrested at. They lied to my face. You can't have it, you can't use it, blah, 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 you can't carry it with you. Well, it's a little shit because someone else told me later on, you're allowed to have it, you're allowed to carry it, you're allowed to have it in your pocket. You just can't do this. And I didn't do that. And why did I get charged for a crime? No apparent reason. That was a lie. What does that mean? I was falsely arrested and my rights were violated. Now there's people that don't like the truth. Don't like the truth. Well, you know what? The truth had to been put out. Truth had to been set free. And I could feel that this cop, Jeff Horvath, Scott Horvath, and all the Horvaths, I knew they were all involved. I knew they were in their shit. That's stupid. Truth. It's gonna be the truth. Don't do shit to people if you don't want it done to you. Apologize. Fucking apologize. That's it. Don't have your 30-year-old sons or your sons, your daughter step in and be like, hey, can you go outside and apologize to that guy? That's a load of shit. You get off your fucking old ass, you go outside, and you apologize to yourself. That's how I look at it. You apologize to yourself. truth. Apologize. That's all you gotta do is apologize to the person you threatened. Nope. You know what never happened? A 6-year-old woman didn't want to tell the truth, didn't want to admit that she did wrong, and she don't want people to see, oh my God, you know, I threatened this person. I apologize to this person. It's going to be out there. She don't want to admit that she did something wrong. She did something wrong, and her neighbor caught it. I caught it from her neighbor. That's really fucked up. Catching her neighbor saying that, you know, what I don't understand is what was she afraid of? You know, what I don't understand is what was she afraid of? Was she afraid of her reputation? Was she afraid of her reputation to get fucked? Was she so afraid that people would know that this woman did this? And, you know, and I do think that people should know. I think, really to be honest, I do think the township, the mayor, I do think that a lot of these people there in general need to know about her. Very nasty and aggressive she is. People accusing me of shit? You guys can accuse me now. Don't know why then and why not before. It don't make no sense. I had to tell the truth. If I kept it in, it would have kept me in too much. People just expect, oh, you know, we're going to arrest him, put him behind bars, and let him suffer. By exposing this motherfucker and his police department, retaliation is illegal in New Jersey. People don't understand that. Retaliation is illegal. It is illegal. Get that straight. I could sue this cop and his whole family. And I would get a payout like you wouldn't believe. His salary, his whole family's salary, everything's going to have to be in my pocket. And I already am talking to an attorney as I speak. I am talking to one for this case, for her threatening me, and everything else, and it's going to get handled. And this lawyer is not in New Jersey. This lawyer is in New York. This lawyer is going to do his job for me. He's going to be here for me and protect and serve the right way. And this is why I don't trust cops, because all they're going to do is lie. I want you guys to understand, I will never, and I repeat it, and I will keep saying it, I do not have trust for any law enforcement cops in the counties in New Jersey. I do not trust the sheriff. I do not trust the state police. I don't trust any motherfuckers with the blue line. End of story. This is no trust. 0% trust against you motherfuckers. I don't care about you guys. You guys did wrong to me. You guys did things to me. I'm going to do what I got to do to expose the truth. You guys falsely arrested me. You guys did things to me incriminating to make me look like a bad person. And just like you guys out there, you guys are putting false information out there about me. But the truth is about what I put out there was me being sexually assaulted by 2 girls. Possibly now 3. Because thinking about it and talking to people, there's possibly going to be a 3rd person that's sexually assaulting me as well. But the rape situation, one raping person, that's always going to be still the same. This girl should have never raped me. She should have never took advantage of me. And things could have been a lot better. And I wouldn't have to deal with this. My life could have been a lot more better and a lot more growing up maturely instead of being mature too quickly. I could have been gradually, maturely being my age and doing things my age, not 17 years old acting like a 30-year-old man. Better parenting would have made it a lot better. A lot of better things that could have been done. Better parenting is number 1. 2, talking to your kids, wondering what's wrong, what's bothering you, what is on your mind. You want to talk to your children, you talk to your kids. That's what your kids are there for. If something went wrong, you talk to them. What's wrong? What's bothering you? Do the right thing. That's the best thing you want to do, is do the right thing. Do the right thing. Things were handled better. I think my parents would have knew that I was raped, sexually assaulted, and dealt with a lot of stuff. I can tell you, there would have been justice. That girl that raped me would have been in jail. Those two girls, well, the one that passed away, there would have been no way of getting charged against her because she's no longer around. But the other one that actually sexually assaulted me and forced herself on me inappropriately and doing sexual activity on me in school and class and trips, yes, I do think that she also needs to be charged with sexual assault and possibly, what is it called? Force something. I don't know what the hell it was called, but it was something with a charge. But the rape situation, a first degree rape, sexual assault, I think it's first degree sexual assault. That's what a rape is. Things should have been handled better. That's why you parents out there, treat your kids. Show your kids what's right and wrong. Please, do the right fucking thing. Teach these kids the right thing. Don't let them smoke. Don't let them drink. That's not me. Never drank, never smoked. Stay out of it. These cops now, they don't like that. I'm telling the truth. And this cop had it in for me for a very, very long time now. He's a detective. Why is he a detective? Oh, is he investigating me? Putting an investigation against me, Jeff Worthat, the detective of Woodbridge PD. Him, Tapia, and all these other cops that are there. All these other detectives. They wanna, Kevin Smith. All these other motherfuckers. Yeah. The truth has to be said out. The truth is out. Cops don't like it now. Cops don't like that they're doing incriminating things, and the whole departments are going to get investigated. They're all going to get investigated. They don't realize that. Think about what I've been through. I was lied to. I was lied to about me having a kid. I didn't want to have a kid yet. I was lied to. And it was bullshit. And I helped other people out there that had their kids. I took care of them. Treated them like it was my own. Buying them food, diapers, and stuff like that. And taking care of kids. When the fathers are such scumbag losers. I did my job. Doesn't matter if they're not mine or not. I'm always going to be there for someone's kid. Because the kid needs both parents. They don't need one or the other. They need both. I know what's wrong and what was right. These cops did wrong. I caught it with my own eyes. And I should have prevented myself, but it was too late. His lawyer, too, he's a piece of shit. Anthony Vecchio. He does all over New Jersey. He's an asshole. Never trust him. Never spend money on him, and don't ever have him be your client. You ever be his client. You never ever take care of this fucking lawyer. Find someone else with good people, with good reviews. Make sure you got a lawyer that does his job, please. Do never, ever, ever hire a lawyer like that will lie to your fucking face and never tell you what to do and what not to do. You're the client. You tell him what you expect to be done, and he can figure out a solution. This fucking cop, he don't like me now. And all because I'm starting about one cop. All I did was one video. You keep doing this, you're going to get yourself arrested. You keep doing this, you're going to get yourself fucked. You're going to keep doing this. You just keep going like a little fucking robo clock. You just keep going around in circles. Keep running your mouth, you're going to get yourself into trouble. But me going through what I went through in life, and now I'm opening up my mouth because it was hard to trust people. But you know what? It's better off just putting out the truth about what I've been through. And then people antagonizing me, and intimidating me, provoking me, stalking me, and harassing me places. And people just don't like that. I'm taking proof for myself. You guys are just fucking chicken shits because you guys don't know the real deal in this country. First Amendment constitutional right to protect the freedom press, and also and I want to record for my protection and safety. I'm sorry. Everyone have a good day. Happy holidays. Goodbye. Fuck you, police. Fuck you, Blue Line. Fuck you, assholes. Fuck you, cops. I'm gonna fucking say, fuck the police. You don't like it? Fuck all you motherfuckers.